Like, oh yeah, I'm going to Nebraska. I mean, does it?
I don't think it really hit me that I'm committed to Nebraska until I'm actually there. Like when I walk into my first practice and like I'm in the gym practicing there, I think that's when it'll really hit me that I'm committed here to play volleyball.
Yeah, yeah.
And when did colleges start reaching out to you?
I got invitations to like camps. I want to say 8th grade year is when I really started getting like invitations to go to these schools to do camps, but I don't think I actually like started doing it until like the end of 8th grade year since that was like the COVID year.
COVID year was your 8th grade year.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
That's when it really started, was 8th grade.
And you're, Riley kind of said that it was like almost kind of unexpected.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected especially because it wasn't like volleyball wasn't my main sport at that time. It was basketball. So getting those, I guess having coaches reach out to me to play volleyball was kind of shocking because that wasn't what I was planning to do. I was going to go college for basketball or for soccer, but then I got these colleges reaching out, and I was like, wait, maybe I can go do that now. And then that's kind of where it all started.
Yeah.
And how many unofficial visits did you go to before you realized Nebraska was going to be your home? You don't have to name them all, but like, give us a rough estimate of how many.
Probably 10, I would say.
10.
Just going to visit colleges, I would say probably around 10. And a lot of them were to Nebraska. There was a lot of going to Nebraska. But,
and
yeah.
What was different about Nebraska than all these other colleges that you did visit?
One big reason why I chose Nebraska is just because it's close. It's a close place where my family can go there whenever they want to, which was a big deal to me because one of my families was support there. But then just the campus in general, how the fan base loves Nebraska and definitely supports every sport, and especially volleyball. They support volleyball so much. And then just how much money they put into the volleyball, just having them their own facility, their own gym, having the trainers they need, and just how much they support the volleyball community was a really big attraction and why I wanted to go there.
Like, because I don't know the official dates of something like June 14th or something that it starts. And then how long until you committed after the official recruiting period opened up?
June 15th is when Nebraska, or all the schools could like call you.
Yep.
And then June 15th was Nebraska called me at 12, pretty much right when it turned to June 15th. And I pretty much was like, you guys are my number one school, but I want to contact everyone else to see what they have to say. But basically is what I said is that I would love to come to your school. I would love to take this offer and be able to play there. So
you're done with it pretty quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I pretty much knew walking into if they offered me, that's where I wanted to go. They were my number one on my list, and I knew that that's where I wanted to play.
Yeah, and talk about the resources and just the amenities that Nebraska has to offer. I mean, they have the training table, they have sand volleyball, they have really nice athlete dorms. Was all that kind of enticing to you, or?
Yeah, especially the beach volleyball, just because I play beach volleyball, and I feel like it'd be fun to double roster and be able to play indoor and see what I can do on the beach court. But yes, the facility, just the training tables, what they had to offer the players, the girls on the team are so sweet and awesome, and I feel like playing with them, our personalities will go so great, and just having an opportunity to play with them would be awesome.
During the process, was there anything that was stressful during recruiting? I got to assume it's hard telling schools no, those types of things, but was there anything that, caused like anxiety or stress as you were going through the recruiting?
Definitely on the court, knowing that the colleges were looking at me was very stressful because I knew I knew it didn't have to be a perfect game, but in my head I was like, I need to be perfect. I need like nothing. I cannot let the ball drop. I can't hit out of bounds. Like I felt like I needed to play a perfect game. Eventually, I got out of my head. I was like, okay, they're not expecting me to play perfectly, but at the time, I was very stressed about, oh, I made that error. Did coaches see that? Are they gonna think I'm bad now? And just kind of playing that game in my head. But once I kind of settled into the recruiting process, we're like, okay, it's okay that I make an error, but let's see what I do after I make the error. Do I come back with a good point or do I not? And that's really what they're looking at.
Right. So they're probably looking at how you handle adversity.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. So you were able to, what did you do to overcome that?
More just mindset. Talking to my parents, they were very, very helpful. They're like, okay, yes, they're looking at you for this, but they want to see you do this. And I think just having my family members and asking them questions about it, because my brother played basketball in college. Like he kind of knew, like, hey, this will help you out. Like, this is what colleges are really looking at. And just having those people around me who kind of around the process or knew a little about the process was very helpful and helped take the pressure off of me, I think.
Yeah, and talk about the emotions you felt when you were calling John Cook to tell him you wanted to be a Husker.
Oh gosh, nervous, excited, all the feelings. I was so excited to be able to say, yes, I would love to come play for Nebraska. And it was just I was so grateful. Like, it was just an honor to be able to say those words. And I'm just so excited to do it.
Yeah. Stuff, is it ever like not real, or is it extra pressure? How does it make you feel?
It's amazing that volleyball's exploding. I think it's so cool that girls and boys are starting to play volleyball, and it's really getting out to like everywhere. I think it's pressure in a way, just because now people are looking up to me. But I think it's like a good kind of pressure. Like, I'll be able to handle it, and I think take it more as like an honor to be able to have like these girls come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're Skylar Pierce." Like, it's kind of surreal when girls say that, especially because I'm just a junior and I'm like, I haven't even made it there yet.
Right.
I haven't even stepped on the court yet, but they're already like I look up to you and saying this and that, and it's just kind of surreal moment. But it's like it feels amazing when hearing that and just seeing how excited they get.
Yeah. You win.
So how did you narrow your colleges down when you were deciding where to go? Because I feel like a lot of girls kind of get overwhelmed and don't really know where to start. How did you narrow the colleges down?
I would say the way I narrowed it down was, well, first I kind of just like, I knew I wanted to go, like, I wanted to play for a team that's going to go win a national championship. I knew that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to find a place where I'll be on the court winning a national championship. So I started like moving down the list, like who those teams are. And then kind of just like the coaching staff, when I went to go visit, just all the coaching staff was amazing, but which one did I connect with the most? And then the girls, seeing which girls did I connect with the most. But then it always came down to how far did I want to be from my family. And I think that was like the deciding factor, really, because there was just two schools where I was like, that one's really far, this one's really close. And then when I came down to it, I knew that I wanted my family to be there to support me. So
Yeah. I want to ask you about, because your parents talked about this gushingly, of course, right, Riley, but they talked about your confidence and how years past you'd be kind of in the back of the pack and you're okay with that. And stepping up and not being arrogant or cocky, but just being a confident young female. They are very proud of that. They should be, but it's neat that more female athletes are accepting that role.
yeah.
Right? And what's that process like for you?
For me, I definitely was the shy girl. Like, I knew that, like, yes, I was good at this sport, but I didn't want to like show out in front of everyone. And I didn't want people to be mad at me if I did play better than them. And that's where I was kind of stuck at in like middle school and starting freshman year, because I didn't want people to not like me because I was better than them. So I would play down my level. And I think eventually it kind of hit me right when I stepped on the court when I moved from Mavs to Dynasty. It kind of made me feel like, okay, like I need to be confident in myself. If they don't like me, it's their problem. Like, I need to be able to play my game and be confident in myself. And in the end, if they don't like me, like, it is what it is. But I knew that I needed to step up my game and just be able to play the way that I needed to play to help my team out.
Right. Is that cool that younger girls are emulating you? You talked about them coming up and pictures that they emulate that self-confidence.
Yes. It's just so cool to see them come up to me and just being like excited to meet someone new, I guess. And they're so sweet and awesome, and they do seem like they like have this confidence, like they have this grit. Like, I want to be like you one day. Like, I'm gonna be you, and it makes me feel good about myself, because I'm like, I never thought I'd be in that position where someone would come up to me saying that they want to be like me one day.
That's cool.